Hey everybody, Marcia here. I am back today with another scrapbook process video for my creative scrapbook. I am using the August main kit, and this gorgeous kit features the Maggie Holmes Round Trip collection from American Crafts. I'm also using the monthly sketch by Laura Whitaker. She created this fun sketch with all of these strips of paper. What I did is I cut strips of different pattern papers from the Round Trip collection, and to make things a little bit different than the sketch, I am going to do a banner edge on the bottom. One of the other things I did is my photos were the flip of what the sketch is. And so I turned the sketch on its side. You can see a little later on how that will look. I'm using the We Are Memory Keepers banner punch board. This is an amazing tool for notching the edges of any size paper that you want to use. If you have, let's say, like a 2-inch width, there is a mark on the banner punch board that will help you line up exactly where the 2-inch mark is on the board so that you can center your notch perfectly every time. I thought I would arrange my strips of paper in rainbow order. There is a lot of different patterns here and colors and different things going on, and I thought it might make it less busy if I were to arrange it in rainbow orders, because there's no red in the collection and Maggie Holmes always has lots of pink, and this collection has lots of pink. I started with the pink on the left side, followed by a pink and orange striped paper, and then yellow, and there really isn't any green, so I went with the multicolored striped paper and the multicolor floral paper, and then I put the blues on the right side. I used a ruler as a guide to help me make sure everything got lined up straight, and I'm going to slightly overlap these strips of paper. I'm also arranging them at different heights so that I get that extra contrast as well. The photos I'm scrapbooking today are from a trip my daughter and I took to Europe before the pandemic started, and one of our stops was Munich, Germany. We stayed in a hotel that was very close to the Lowenbrau Biergarten. And so walking back from a tour of Dachau, we just needed to decompress for a while after a very heavy morning, and we decided we would spend the afternoon in the beer garden here at Lowenbrau Brewery. It's amazing. It was beautiful outside, under the trees, huge space. There were lots of other people dining later in the afternoon, lingering over their meal. We had an amazing meal. I, of course, had to have their Lowenbrau beer, which was amazing as well. It was very good. I ended our meal with some apple strudel. Included in the kit this month was a really fun travel stamp set by Bo Bunny. It's the Explore stamp set. I wanted to do some stamping on that main photo. If you're stamping on a photo, you're going to want to use Stays On ink, and it won't smudge for you like a dye ink would. I'm also being very careful here to make sure that it's dry before anything touches it. So when I'm doing my foam tape on the back, I am still holding it. I'm not putting it flat on a surface. I'm going to put some foam tape behind these photos to pop them up from the background and give some added dimension to the photos so that they're more visible and they don't blend into the background. So a lot of times when I'm putting foam tape behind my photos, I'll actually recycle chipboard and put that in the middle of the photo. And that really helps me save on the amount of foam tape that I'm using. I'm adding a flip feature here on my layout so that I can incorporate some journaling. I went ahead and did some computer journaling, and I printed it on one of the journal cards cut from the pattern paper. You print it on computer paper first. You can see where you need to center your pattern paper over, and you run it through the computer a second time. Then I'm going back and taking off the adhesive with an eraser. This is an adhesive eraser I'm using from Xyron. I put the journal card over one of the photos in my cluster on the right side, and instead of using adhesive on top of that photo, I'm adhering the journal card down with washi tape so that I can flip it up to see the photo underneath, or back down to see the journaling. The Round Trip collection has a lot of pretzels, and so that made me think of my German photos that I had from our trip, and I knew I wanted to include a pretzel on my journal card to help embellish my layout. Then I'm ready to do my title. I am using the foam thickers that came with the kit. The same thickers have been in other kits, and so it's convenient if you run out of letters for your title. You can always dig out a previous kit's alphas and make things work. My title, Biergarten, is the German word for beer garden. I am aligning my foam thickers on a ruler. This is a thicker guide ruler. It really helps, I think, to line them first on the ruler and move the thickers around where I want them to go, and then adhere the top down. And while you're holding those alphas, you pull away the ruler from the bottom of the alphas. There were a few tags that I cut apart from the pattern paper so that I could tuck them around my photos. One under my main photo of the outside of the beer garden, and one over the top of the garden itself. I added color coordinating twine into the holes in those tags. There were some sticker embellishments from the sticker sheets, some word phrases that I thought I could put on this layout. I wanted to kind of keep that rainbow vibe with the colors coordinating, and so when I selected the stickers, I placed the stickers I wanted over the coordinating pattern paper. I wanted to use the Explore Your World stamp from the Bo Bunny stamp set and place this at the bottom of my layout just for some extra interest. I wanted a blue tag to put above my beer garden photo, and I didn't have one that I was happy with, so I created my own using the pattern paper that had the country landmark icons on it, like the Eiffel Tower. Just used another tag as a guide to cut my own out. A while back, I had also ordered some epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. I wanted to incorporate more German ephemera on these German layouts that I was scrapping. There was one of this cute little couple wearing the traditional lederhosen and Oktoberfest Drindel dress. We were in Munich in mid-October and missed Oktoberfest. I guess that occurs at the end of September. Who knew that Oktoberfest is really in September in Germany? My Creative Scrapbook has 4 kits that they put together every month. I am using the main kit. They also have a creative kit, a limited edition kit, and an album kit. So there's really something for every kind of scrapbooker that you are. Please go check them out. And there's my layout. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Bye bye now.